All right, guys, exciting day, nervous day. Been staring at what you're looking at for a few weeks now. You're probably wondering why I'm holding this giant roll of what looks to be toilet paper. Well, it's not. This is Sill Seal. So this is a product that typically goes under walls up against the concrete to create a seal. That's why they call it Sill Seal. So yeah, there, I'm a brainiac. But at any rate, all of the pipes that are coming through, drain pipes and vent pipes for the plumbing, all of those that are either going through the slab in any part or coming up through the slab, that has to have Sill Seal put around it. And for the pour, you can't have concrete up against any water pipes. So yeah, here is, we've got some spots here that you're gonna see that are marked out in orange. This is where we have our columns that are getting bolted to the floor that hold up basically the entire house. All the columns fall on top of where these beams of concrete are running. And so we've marked those out in orange to keep the HVAC guys away from that, so that the last thing I want to do is poke a hole into our in-floor heat, because to fix that you have to cut the concrete out and somehow patch it. I don't know how that works, and I don't ever want to find out. Good morning, guys. Nice and brisk this morning. Exciting day today. We are putting the PEX in the floor. Well, I'm not, but Matt from the heating company is coming to put that in for us because tomorrow we are pouring our slab. So lots of stuff happening in the next couple of days. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut some of this rebar. We're gonna get some pieces to span across our concrete beams that are in the floor. So anywhere where the PEX is going across these beams, we need to make sure that they don't sag when we pour the concrete. So we're gonna cut some rebar that are gonna go across this way, and then the long way to hold all these up, to keep these from sagging when the concrete's poured. There are two tools that freak me out: table saws and these high-speed grinders, man. Okay. Just waiting for one of these things to explode. Now we've got probably the second coolest tool on the job site yet. This is the twin tire. So this is for tying rebar for, I don't know, Matt used a colorful word, but for wimps, I guess. So this is what we're gonna use to tie all the rebar, but I thought I would just show you how cool this thing works.
He's the second coolest tool, he's the third coolest tool. I'm the coolest tool on the job site.
I said it already, but this is the master of disaster that's going to do our concrete countertops. So
Nice.
extremely talented man here.
Not talented, I just work hard at it.
There you go. That's what hard work gets you. That's pretty nice. Saves your fingers a lot.
Actually, it saves your back more than anything being hunched over.
Oh, I bet. Well, it's a lot more efficient.
All right, so we're cooking right through everything. All of our PEX is in. What I'm doing now, I've got all the rebar laid both ways. What this one is designed is for 2 foot on center, 2 foot squares, I should say. What I'm doing now is I'm going through and I'm putting all of the rebar up on these blocks so that it doesn't touch the PEX. Fingers crossed that when I go to bed tonight, everything is going to be ready for the pour tomorrow and nothing needs to be worried about or thought of. That's the hope. We'll find out what happens after Aaron gets done here today. Pouring concrete is just very nerve-wracking. Everything has to be perfect underneath or close to, because once this concrete goes, we're done. We're done underneath. We can't add more stuff. We can't fix something easily. Everything just has to be right. Looks level to me. Got a little deal on the trailer here. Lola has always had to, which is fine. It doesn't bother us, but Lola's always had to do the hand-me-downs from her brother for the four-wheeler that she got to have and the dirt bike, and so he outgrows them and she gets them. Well, Lola's birthday is coming up, so today I just went to toy store and we got her a new four-wheeler. So I'm pretty excited that in a couple of days she gets to get this for a surprise. And I was talking to the guy at the local shop, and I told him how when I was 8 years old that I would come in there and just drool over all the four-wheelers and dirt bikes and all this cool stuff, and would have basically given my left leg and right arm to have one of these things. And now my kids are getting one when they're that young, so I'm pretty excited and feel fortunate to be able to save up and get her a birthday present like this. I know that both the kids are gonna probably have endless hours of fun on this thing. I know I would. Beautiful day today. We have got our concrete poured. I'm excited. They did such a beautiful job. Right now Aaron is doing some saw cutting, taking off the kickers on the edge of the forms. We snapped out all the lines earlier today. I measured everything out how I wanted all the saw cut lines in the concrete. We are having all of this floor, all this concrete is going to be exposed in our house for our floor, so we don't just want haphazard saw cut lines. I kind of drew those out on one of the blueprint forms on how we want everything spaced out. We've got 8 foot by 8 foot squares, which all of these concrete guys say is ideal. So Aaron is busy cutting, and we'll show you some of what he's doing. This slab turned out absolutely beautiful. These guys aren't beginners. They're not green. They know their stuff and they know how to do a nice job. And man, they really did it for me. For us,